Hey folks, it's Lindsey Hudson with SPS back in the building over at the meeting space in Southfield, a great venue for a great event. We're here celebrating Isaiah Marshall, Southfield A&T's own Isaiah Marshall, state championship quarterback Isaiah Marshall, who's on his way to University of Kansas to be the quarterback to be of the future. And I'm sitting here with one of my guys from way back. We haven't sat down in about 24 months. I remember the interview. We got to talking about the black bottom, civil rights, the blind pig, and how everything comes. We got Darryle Buchannan representing. How you doing, man?
Doing well.
Doing well. So good to see you out.
I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah, I get that. Talk about your relationship to the family, the Marshall family, and the Southfield A&T program, and all those things.
Well, it started with my son Colin.
I know. Yeah. Is that Ball State?
No, he went down to Miami of Ohio.
My apologies.
And Coach Marshall was one of his coaches then. So, it's just we've had this relationship, kind of symbiotic, where they coach my son, I coach his son, I coach his nephew. The one nephew, Lawrence Marshall, he played from.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Coach Marshall?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay.
Coach Lawrence Marshall. He's like a D-line coach.
Right.
Yeah, he played for me back in the day.
Wow.
Yeah. He was a handful.
He's a handful, I can get it. Talk about what it means. You've seen it up close with your son transitioning on to Division I football, but when you see someone like Isaiah and what he's been able to accomplish and what he's done for the Southfield community, what does that mean to you? Because I know you are a standard bearer for this community.
Well, I'm going to say this. It's almost once in a lifetime when you have a talent and a personality like Isaiah Marshall. I've described him to people as probably the most humble superstar you'll ever meet in your life.
Humble superstar you'll ever meet in your life. I like that.
I mean, there's something about him that he's always even killed. He's the same person every time.
Why is that so unique?
I've seen kids with 1/10 of the talent that he has, and they'll do something, and they want to just blow it up. And I just look at him like, didn't you intend to do that?
Let me stand there for a second. You broke it down very simply. You said 1/10. You put a pinky up, right? 1/10, meaning you got 10 fingers. All they got is this much talent, but they're the ones who go do all the most and all the extra.
They want to dance. They want to jump.
Yeah.
I look at like, did you mean to do that?
Yeah, so act like you've been there, right?
Right.
Where are we losing it at, Coach? Where are we losing it at that we're not seeing that? That's not happening.
I really think it's just the influence of social media on kids nowadays. Yeah. And I don't want to blame social media. Social media is not a bad thing. It's just that it's been, I think, overemphasized in the lives of our young people. And, we have to somehow bring them back to reality.
Yeah. It's staying with that, because I can appreciate your perspective on it, because you're not go old school on me and say you don't like it. You use it. You know how it works. So maybe it's saying that young people need the right kind of filter or understanding when they approach it, because if not, that's like giving them that, that GTO that's all powerful without kind of putting the governor on it.
Absolutely. I mean, it's, the influences that they have now are nothing like we've ever seen before. Right. I didn't have that.
Right.
I had a little transistor radio, and I listened to CKLW and WJL.
And you said, hey, y'all, guess what happened? That would be the extent.
That was it. And that was the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah, right.
But now they have a reach across the entire universe. And that, literally, think about that.
Yeah, literally.
And so just, now that they have that reach, and they're going for clickbait, and they're going for likes.
Yeah, what can I do to go viral? I want to go viral with no moralistic thing intended at all.
But not just that, just blowing up probably the most mundane things into something more than it really is. I don't really be going to, individuals, but I've seen it where kids would, be accepted into a junior college and then put out a TikTok video about it, and you go, son, seriously, I mean, you should have done so much better.
Yeah.
And you could have done so much better if you applied yourself.
Celebrating something that was really kind of a mediocre accomplishment based on what they've been on. Or what I've been learning, a lot of these so-called offers ain't real offers. When they do I got an offer and they put up all those different schools and whatnot, that may just been an interest and not an offer.
It might have been a conversation.
They didn't bring it back. It was a conversation. It may have been an acknowledgement, like what's that? They met somebody. Right. Well, I think that it's a double-edged sword, and having people like yourself around who can talk to them, because I know you folks that is a good thing. Tell me, without us pontificating too long, what do you see as the future of sports in the metro area, the state of Michigan, and just high school sports in general?
I guess I do have some concerns because we need to put it back in the right perspective. Okay, I think it's gotten beyond, what we intended, our athletics to be. When I had the opportunity to grow up in an era where I saw Will Robinson, okay, and had a chance to talk under him, watching him.
Who was a scout for the Pistons, and also did he play professional baseball too?
That, but he was also the very first black hired as a head coach in Division I at Illinois State.
He left Persian.
Right.
Yes.
Of all places, because you think about it, we just had that incident at Illinois State.
Wow.
And here it is, this is a school that actually opened the door, opened the floodgate for, black coaches to be in Division I basketball.
Wow.
And you have an incident like we saw last week against, Norfolk State?
Yep, they said some racial slurs were used and whatnot. Yeah.
So
the irony of it.
As far as we've gone, we have to be vigilant because we will begin to slide back.
And especially if there's no oral history being shared, how you talk to me, how I could talk to someone else, so people won't even have any, skin in the game when it comes down to addressing that stuff.
So on that point, I had the opportunity to be under those kind of coaches.
Right.
I played for Coach Rachel at St. Martin de Porres.
Wow, shout out to
and he was a protege of Will Robinson. So as the legacy follows on, you start looking at where we've lost our grip, our control, our focus on what the athletic is supposed to be.
Right.
It was supposed to be a means to an end, not the end in and of itself. But there was no way that Will Robinson or any of them could have predicted that high school sports would blow up to where it is right now.
Big business.
We're about to have NIL in high school.
There we are.
Okay?
There we are.
So, just the advent of now kids being able to make money off of their name, image, and likeness, being able to keep them focused now is really going to be problematic.
Yeah. And it's going to take, as Brian was saying, this village of support. He said he couldn't take, complete, acclaim for Isaiah's success. He started naming all the different organizations. So what you're saying is that now we got to get other organizations, other people to kind of be involved to keep people on track with that. With the time we have, I'm sorry.
And the other thing is, having parents, aligned as well, because I think too many parents are looking at their kids as some type of retirement program.
I talked to a former pro who has a son playing Division I ball now. He said, man, we're going to have to relook at emancipation. Where some kids might have to say, I got to remove myself from this situation because I'm being taken care of. We can go on, and I want us to have some more time to talk, but just give me any last comments you got for Isaiah, his family, the Southfield community, because you've been such a stalwart in this community.
From the grandfather all the way down to Isaiah, his cousin, getting ready to play for a national championship. This is football royalty here in Detroit.
Right here.
Okay, with his dad, playing at Northern. He was there after my dad, but you see a legacy being built, and you see how really family is so much a part of how this has been built.
Yeah.
And this is now, you're seeing. I don't think it's going to be the highlight of what the marches are going to be.
It's not going to be it.
Because I'm looking at little AJ.
Come along.
I'm looking at little AJ running around here right now.
Yeah.
And, I'm I've known him since he was an infant. So, I'm sure one day I'll be looking up and saying, wow.
And this group times 10 will keep coming out. So any shout-outs you want to give before we let you get out?
I just want to say to Isaiah Marshall, it was a privilege to have you on my team, just the impact that you had in that short period of time. I know and see nothing but the best for this young man, and it's just going to be fantastic to sit back and watch all the things that he accomplishes in his life.
Right, it's a great thing. Well, Darryle, I appreciate you. I appreciate our relationship. I'm glad we're able to catch up and talk, and you're able to share your wisdom for this body, and we can do some more things. So with that being said,
always,
my guy, Lindsey Helson with SPS, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.